they're back out and ready. Here's Riley Dixon now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. And now a high kick trying to pin him back. This is taken at the 18. Spins past him. Good blocking there. Nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And it'll be Giant football 1st and 10. The Giants off. Now they get ready to head back on the field. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked. But you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down.
That would have been a great catch, but it's real difficult to hold on to it because it was contested all the way. Would have been a great play if he'd been able to haul that one in.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what 2nd down has in store. To throw again. Manning. Lewis has the first down and then some. And complete to Lewis over the middle. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target. When I watched that play, I thought about what my coaches had told me in the past. The biggest teaching point: get your head around. Locate the football so you can make a play on it while it's in the air. That's exactly what he did there. That was nice.
He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. And we're back. The offense had a chance to talk things over. We'll see what they come up with here on this next play. Fresh set of downs here. Into the red zone now. Manning. This is caught. And he will take it on in for a Giant touchdown. Evan Ingram, as the first half is winding down. And the Giants add on to their lead. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here in the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Rosas to add the extra point. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's Emmanuel Sanders now as he and the rest of the offense march back onto the field. A chance maybe here for them to get him more involved. They're down here on the scoreboard, and he's been very quiet.
And the silence has been deafening for his team. They don't need that at all. They need fireworks. They need explosive plays. They need him touching the football in any way possible. Maybe go to some jet sweeps. Anything to get him going.
Yeah, something to get him the ball. We'll see if they can do it. They'll start the drive with Jamal Charles. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So we come upon halftime here with the visiting Giants out on top. As we send you on down to our studios in Orlando, where standing by is Larry Ridley with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thanks, and welcome everyone to our EA Sports Halftime Report. Let's get to the highlights. The Broncos are behind right now, but the home crowd should give them a boost. The Giants have come in and look good as the road team, and will just keep trying to play hard and maintain the lead going forward. All right, let's roll the highlights. Broncos have it midway through the first. Harrell will get a sack by Jason Pierre-Paul. This will go for a loss of 8. Same drive. Pierre-Paul is going to push his way to the QB here. This goes for a loss of 9. Now 1st and 10. Great blocking on this long run. And he'll go in from 21 yards out. Giants go up by 4. Giants take it at the 16. Manning able to find his new weapon, rookie tight end Evan Ingram. And this play goes for a score. The lead now at 11. So that'll wrap it up for us here at the EA Sports Studio. We'll head back now to Denver for the start of the second half.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken near the 13. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Here's the Giant offense now making their way back out onto the field. They built a good first-half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. To throw, it's Manning. He's got his man on the crossing route. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. The tight end changing his position. Here's Darkwan. And he's going to take this one up only to about the 44-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again, go play action, hit them over the top.
We'll run again now with Darkwan. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back at the 46. Only a gain of a couple there. That leaves him needing about 7 here on 3rd down. Throwing is Manning on 3rd down. And he's got a man open. That's Marshall. And he will have 1st down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. They give him 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. Well, that play was doomed right from the start.
They just about ran into every defender on that one, didn't he? It felt like everyone got a piece of that tackle.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Now Perkins. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down.
So statistically, both of these offenses have a rough time getting a running game going. But, boy, what a nice play there defensively.
Tackling him behind the line, but you're right. You look at the numbers. Neither side looks on track in the ground game. The run hasn't worked the last couple of plays. Now it's 3rd and 14. From the gun, it's Manning. He finds Beckham complete. And he gets this one all the way down inside the 20-yard line. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, that catch just gives us another reason to praise Odell Beckham Jr. Off to an incredible start to his NFL career.
3 Pro Bowls, 3 straight Pro Bowls, obviously, and first Giant to do that in more than 50 years, Charles.
And how about the numbers that he's put up also? 1,300 or more yards and 10 or more touchdowns in each of those 3 seasons.
And with a flag down, he goes down. So they're able to sack him. Now the penalty looks like it could be holding. Let's find out. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
Manning to throw on second down. And it's knocked away and incomplete. He was looking for his big target, Brandon Marshall. And that takes us from second to third down.
Partner, they're trying to throw the deep ball against a Pro Bowl corner of a year ago. I'm not real good at this stuff, but it seems to me that that would lessen the odds of completing it, wouldn't it?
Might want to go to the other side of the field, although that's not any cakewalk either, but I'm with you. Bad guy to target there on the deep ball. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Snap comes at 1. Manning. And this is going to be incomplete.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field and it's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
And the kick by Rosas is good. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. And that field goal caps an 11-play drive.
That's a lot of offense to run to only get 3 points, but they'll take them. Anytime you can put anything on the board, you run to your sideline somewhat happy.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and he'll take over to 25. The Giants' defense now ready as they trot back out onto the field. They'll try and get the running game going with Jamal Charles. Room here to run. Jamal Charles, nobody in front. 20. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big run there by Charles. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And a new set of downs here after picking up the first on the ground.
Here we go now. 3-19.
Now Simeon. And they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Olivier Vernon in there to bring him down for a loss of 7.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Second down, Jamal Charles. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Only a yard there, and that'll bring us to 3rd and goal.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness. Think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
A big play to start the drive got him in this position, but this defense has held firm since, and now it's 3rd and goal. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Let's give this defense some credit now. They let the guys get downfield, but when push came to shove, they stood their ground, and now they'll likely force a field goal attempt.
And McManus able to put it through. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6. So a good drive there to begin quarter number 3, but they're only able to shave 3 points off that lead.
And now you put the pressure on your defense, who didn't particularly play all that well in the first half. But they're going to need to step it up here and make some plays if these guys are going to have any chance.
The drive starts with a run by Perkins. Oh, look at that.
Oh, look at him turn.
Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on 2nd and short.
Brandon, it's all about pace and tempo now for them. They've got the advantage.
Welcome back now to Denver. It's the Giants with the football and also the lead as we get set to start quarter number 4. On 2nd down, Perkins. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. The Giants on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 3. Manning going to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And some room to maneuver. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. Give him 7 on the tuck and run, and it'll get him a new set of downs. That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the 4th.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. Here's Perkins on 1st down. And he'll be out of bounds, able to take this one down to the 20-yard line. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a 1st down again.
Well, you know me, partner. I never tell them to back off of being aggressive, but sometimes you see the consequences when you're overly aggressive and you don't secure tackles. Guys break through.
Trying to sell out to pry that football loose, and just as you said, cost some yardage.
Yeah, you got to go get him. Stand him up first before you go for the ball. Don't just go for it initially.
And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. Just what you want on a 1st down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. As we get late in this one, is altitude a factor for a visiting team in Denver? Is that something that's overplayed?
No, it's real, and I know a lot of the visiting teams like to downplay it because they don't want to get into the heads of their players, but you can't avoid it. As soon as you get to the locker room, you get to the stadium, they always post it in there. Welcome to Denver. Altitude 5,280 feet. The air is rare.
The play clock's running down. Perkins on the give from Manning. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what we said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Play clock winding down. Now Manning. And Ingram's got it. Touchdown, Giants. Evan Ingram with his second touchdown of the game, 4th of the year. And the Giants are able to grow their lead. They had the lead in the 4th, but still passing. Finding the big target for the touchdown. Now that lead grows even more.
Everybody gets to join in the fun. You know, it doesn't have to just be the wide receivers catching touchdown passes. The tight end doesn't just have to do just the dirty work inside. He gets a chance to get into the end zone as well.
Rosas now to add the PAT. I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Rosas now to kick this one away. This is fielded at the chalk of the 10. And Denver getting set to take the field. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember, they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give them that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
On second down, here's Simeon. And Green with a catch left side. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one going for a gain of 11 and a Bronco first. Down.
Here we go.
On first down, it's Simeon. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Let's face it, you can run the route tree as many times as you want, get in sync, practice it, do all those things. But once you get to game speed, it doesn't always time up quite that well. That one goes incomplete.
Green 39. Green 39.
On second and 10, Simeon. Green's got it over the middle. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. The Broncos on third down. Pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go.
Throwing again is Simeon. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Olivier Vernon in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Desperation time for Simeon on 4th. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And they will not be able to hook up there. It's incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Giants are going to take over in great field position. So they tried to go for it for pride, but it really wouldn't have mattered. This one, it was already determined.
No doubt about it. This one was over a while ago.
Manning going to give it to Perkins. Busting through contact. Just wasn't a huge hole there for him to operate. Stopped just inside the 35-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on 1st down. And keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front. Good blocking. Nice hole for him. Ends up picking up nice yardage. Stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. And not going to be able to push this forward. He runs into a wall right at the line of scrimmage.
Zebra.
They'll go for it. It's Manning. And it is incomplete. The Giants go on 4th but come up empty. So we were looking at each other up here in the booth when they went for that saying, oh, wow. Talk about trying to add insult to injury.
Some teams are just...
And Denver getting set to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once we were down huge, and someone said, Coach, what do you want to call? He just waved a hand like, who cares? Just get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them.
Cut his left. All right, here we go. Green, 39. Green. Watch it now, Barney.
To throw on 2nd is Simeon. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock. And movement by one of the Broncos up front, and in comes the flag.
False start, offense.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Shotgun snap for Simeon. And the catch made. This is Emmanuel Sanders. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock.
Hurry up, here we go. Green, 39.
On the draw, Simeon gives to Charles. And some room to roam now. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 11 more on that one and another first down.
Here we go.
And he'll indeed get him to the line and spike it here to stop the clock. One last throw here for Simeon. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. And shedding through the tackle. And that will write a finish to this ball game. A road win in the National Football League. Charles, you never take that for granted no matter who you're playing, no matter where you're playing.
You take it and you run with it. And you know you primed the pump all week in your own home facility. No one thinks we can do this. Only people who believe are right here in this room. And then you go on the road, band together, and get it done.
So for the Giants, it's a much-needed victory as it gets them back to 2-4 on the year. And they will head home next week to take on the Seattle Seahawks. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they will try to turn it around next week as they head down to Carson for a matchup with the LA Chargers. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. From Denver, good night, everybody.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah.
Cause, but I still low. Got 100 different in my cell phone. Still 33 for low. I'ma ride to my dog sitting in jail. It's that ladder on the grass, spin it back, roll. I'm on Keller, I'm on Bishop, I'm on Flat Shore. I'm at Magic, I'm at Valleys, let them go. Then it's right back to the when I'm low. Bars never close and we wide open. Kicking flavor with me, neighbor, yeah, we local. Rap the bottom, cause the bottom where we come from. Me no pray for little paper, need a lump sum. Real spill, yeah, a recipe, yeah. Broke, real, little rich. Fall in love with her, she just wanna be a VIP with her. Don't blame me, oh, they just shake me. Had to get it, how I got it on my phone to be. Don't blame me, I'm what the game made me, not what the fame made me. I won't let it change me, I'm the same, man.
I stay myself, I never change, yeah. Dirty soda, treat me like a stain, yeah. Do whatever, get you paid, yeah. Rolling from the cradle to the grave, yeah.
On my hood, on my block, yeah. On my, I won't stop, yeah. Play with me, let it, yeah. Halo on me, sailor.